Hello, this is Diane Andrews from Diane Andrews in Black and White. Thanks for tuning in to us today. Today we're interviewing more people out in the field about the terrible Alton Sterling shooting and murder in Baton Rouge, Louisiana about a week ago. I recently interviewed, as you'll see a part of this show, the Triple S convenience store where he was brutally gunned down by police, whether right or wrong, but it seemed to be a very brutal act that was attained on Mr. Sterling. And since then, as you know, we have had Filippo Castile in Minnesota. We've also had a brutal killing of policemen in Texas. And also in Tennessee, there has been a shooting of a black man who broke into the Days Inn, I think, broke glass out and killed people on the freeway, killed one people and shot four, and one of those was a policeman. I will tell you, but violence does not beget violence. So what I wanted, people typically look at Black Panthers and think that they preach violence. We all remember Huey Newton, and we always thought of the Black Panther Party, the original one, was as a violent nature. Today I have seven gentlemen here with me who have come in from Houston, Texas. They are members of the People's New Black Panther Party, and they are here not to promote violence. Tell me, Yokonan, why you are here today, why you seven men have come, and I'm going to let you all introduce each other, but I want to start off with you. Tell me what your theme is, how you are different from the original Black Panther Party, and do you promote violence?
Well, like you said before, we are the People's New Black Panther Party, and in layman terms, you know, you have the Democratic Party, you have the Republican Party, and you have the People's New Black Panther Party, which is a political party for blacks here in America.
Okay, as you say, a political party. I asked you earlier, does it have anything to do with religion? You could be an atheist, you can be a Muslim, you can be a Mormon, whatever religion you want. So it's just political.
That's it.
Now, when you say it's for blacks, tell me what that means. What do you do for blacks?
Well, we educate our people. We get them to understand. We try to wake up their political consciousness. You know, you can have a certain spirituality, you know, but there's another level of consciousness that comes. And this is when you see the assassinations come in. This is when we start to begin to figure it out. That's why you had the assassination of Malcolm X. Anytime you have an assassination, you have to put the word political in front of it because it was a political assassination. Some men are so powerful with their words that they're able to change the minds and the hearts of the people to get them to start going forward in the right direction. So this is why you
Martin Luther King, Gandhi, was also assassinated in India. Yeah.
Exactly. So you begin to get it. And also with the Panthers movement in the 60s as well, those were more political assassinations with Fred Hampton in Chicago, Carl Hampton in Houston, Texas, and a number of different blacks across the nation had been assassinated. And
by the government?
Of course, by the government.
How are you different than the original party?
Well, the only thing that we are different with the original party, I would say, is time. You know, it's just like a mother passing on her seed to a child. You know, they're not going to be different in every way, but in a lot of ways they are going to be the same.
Now, you say they were a political party, but people thought, and the general knowledge of what was put out in the media was that they were a violent party. They were here to kill, to murder, to rob, to steal.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, that's the propaganda that's going to come from the fourth branch of government, which is the media. That's why it's so important what you do, because you put the truth out. The government uses the media in order to put out a negative message against us. So when you see black people on TV, there's always the negativity that's associated with it. They're always working. They're never successful business people or things like that of that nature. So the government is very crafty at using the media to propagate their position out here.
Now, give us the names of these six other men with you today.
All right. This is Brother, I'll let him introduce himself. You want to introduce yourself and let us know where you're from, brother?
Yeah, I'm Brother Richter from Houston, and that's what it is.
All right. This brother here.
I'm Brother Terrence from Houston.
Brother Jay from Dallas. Brother Lanier from Miami.
Brother Duncan from Houston.
Now, how large is the People's New Black Panther Party?
Well, we don't discuss any numbers at all whatsoever. But what I can tell you is that we are a fairly new organization. We broke away from the new Black Panther Party under the leadership of Hashim Nzinga. Our national chairman is Chairman Kahar out of Cleveland, Ohio, and our organizations have been in in formation probably about 2 years now, and we have just opened up for recruiting, so we're starting to have chapters pop up nationwide now.
Why did you break away from the new Black Panther Party?
Well, there were some people that were very unhappy with the leadership. The organization had been around for over 20 years, and when you begin to have organizations that are supposed to be in place for a change for the people and they become stagnant, people want to be a part of a change. People actually want to do something, and everybody isn't that type of leader. And we just believe that leadership was just not in place for us to go in the right direction that we needed to go in, and also to take the people into the right place. So we felt like we needed to take the party out of the hands of egos, people who have individual egos who are more concerned with themselves than they are the people. And so we took the party and gave it back to the people, and that was the reason for the name change, the People's Party. And we'll be wearing this patch to represent that.
That's a nice patch. Now, as you all probably know, last year there were over 1,000 murders by policemen in America. 258 were black. 570 were white men. And those are figures that a lot of black people are not aware of. 8,000 blacks were killed by each other. So do you all plan to get out into the community and help in the black? I say Black Lives Matter. All lives matter, but Black Lives better matter first to black people. And I don't, what are we doing to make lives matter to black people?
Well, this goes to show how sick we really truly are. You know, here we are. We would rally around a situation where you have a white man killing a black man because that's what we've been taught, that's what we've been trained through media. But whenever a black man kills another black man, there's no outlash. It's like it's a normal thing, like his life didn't matter. Yeah. Your life is even projected higher in a sense if you're killed by a white person than you are another black. So
that's an interesting way to put that. Yeah.
So what we do, we get out in the community and we speak to our people and we get them to understand where this is coming from, their history, because they don't know. They had someone who kidnapped them, put them in a certain situation, and are teaching them everything that it is that they know. So they're being taught to hate each other.
I'm going to have to wrap it up in a minute. Jokanan, tell me why you all are here today. Why are you in Baton Rouge?
We're in Baton Rouge to lend support to the Alton Sterling family. To let them.
Did you meet with the family?
No,
Okay.
We didn't have an opportunity to meet with the family. But some of their family members were there, you know, at the store that we were at. So we got an opportunity to talk to some of them, let them know that we were here to lend our support, to let them know we love them, to let them know that we care, to let them know that they have our full support 100%. And if it's anything that they needed from us, we're here for them.
Well, thank you very much for the interview, and thank you, 7 men, for coming down to Baton Rouge, Louisiana to help us out.
Black Power.
Okay.
Excellent interview.
Yeah, let's hurry up before we get bit. These mosquitoes are terrible. I just did a show on the Zika virus. I don't want to get it out here. Okay, you ready? This is Diane Andrews. Thanks for coming back into Diane Andrews in Black and White. We're out in the field. In fact, we're at the East Baton Rouge Parish Prison here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where over 300 private citizens have been arrested for, I don't know if it was because they publicly protested. It seemed to be peaceful, but 300 people have been in jail. So we wanted to do the back side of that story. How will they get out, and who's going to help them get out? So with me today, I have Lee's Bail Bonding. What's your complete name, sir?
Anthony Lee.
Mr. Anthony Lee. Why are you here today?
Basically, I'm out here because I want to support the people that were protesting, and we have different organizations out here, national people that's here that's representing for the people that's been arrested, and we basically assist them with getting them out of jail at no cost to them.
That's a wonderful thing. So you have a list here. Just show this list of people that you know. People have come up to you and told you these are the people that are in jail that they want you to help get out. Yes. How do you go about getting them out free?
So basically, the national convention that I'm dealing with, they provide us a list of names. And so
this is a national association.
Yes, and so they're going to fund it. So basically, once we get the name, we go do the bond, and we handle the money on the back end.
And now when they are bonded out, do they still have to come back here to a trial?
And that's what the concern is as well. They're going to provide a legal defense for the people that we're bonding out, because we know most of the time when you do a bond, people have to report back from court. But we do have some people in state and people from out of state. So this team that I'm working with basically is going to look at all the legal aspects of it to see exactly how to represent them.
Yes, I know. I just interviewed some people from Texas who were the People's New Black Panther Party. Do they have any people that are in locked up here in Baton Rouge? Do you know?
Yes, throughout this weekend, we have, basically bonded out a few of the Black Panthers. I don't really have the names at the time, but we did bond out a few of them as well. So anybody that's been part of getting arrested, part of this protest, we're assisting.
So have you gotten anyone out so far?
Oh, yes.
Have they said how they were treated in the prison?
Well, that's what we're waiting on now. The people that we're bonding out, some of them haven't been released. This has been going on since yesterday, so I really just got currently active as of today.
Yeah.
I was here last night, and those people bonds wasn't set until today. Late.
What's an average bond for being arrested for protesting?
So basically, the charge that they get is called obstruction of highway, and that's $250. And we have
Obstruction of highway, which means they block the highway. I heard that. I think I saw on the news they had blocked Airline Highway.
Exactly. So that's called obstruction of highway. So that's a $250 bond. We have individuals that also, that if they're resisted arrest, it's another $250 being added. So the bond that we're doing is between $250 $500.
Well, thanks for your work, Mr. Lee, and thanks to the national organizations that's funding the money to bail out these people in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Thank you very much. From Diane Andrews in Black and White.